Hello everyone and welcome back to this beginner Python programming series. Today we've got an interesting topic to cover, user input in Python. If you've ever wondered how to make your Python programs interactive, then this video is for you. But first up, if you find this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. So let's get right into it. The most straightforward way to get input from a user in Python is by using the input function. Let me show you how it works. So here we'll have a variable called name, and we'll set it equal to the input. And inside this input function, we can provide a string of whatever we want to present to our users. So a question we want them to answer. So in this case, we're asking, what's your name? And then we'll go ahead and run this. And we can see that in the console, it's asking, what is your name? And allows us to type. Let's go ahead and type ZecTech, and we'll press enter, and then the program's done. So now we know how to capture input. Let's do something with it. I'll go ahead and add this print statement here, and we'll go ahead and print hello to our user. So we'll go ahead and run this again, asking what's your name. We say ZecTech, and it says hello ZecTech. Awesome. So now that you know how to take user input, let's see what we can do with it. So here we've changed our input variable to num1 equal to float, open parenthesis of our input with our question, enter the first number, and then close parentheses for both. This will take whatever the input is from the user and convert it into a float. Since whatever the input we get from the user is a string, we need to convert it into a float so we can do some kind of mathematics on it. All right, we'll go ahead and make another variable called num2. It's the exact same thing, but we're saying enter the second number. And then we'll go ahead and say our result is equal to num1 plus num2. And we'll go ahead and print out the sum is and the result of whatever they put in. So we'll go ahead and run this. And we'll enter 2 as our first number and 4 as our second number. And it says the sum is 6. Awesome. So what I just showed you is one way of how we can accept multiple pieces of information from the user. But we can also do it with just one input and splitting it at whatever value we want to. Here's an example. We have a variable called full name, and we're getting the input from the user to enter their full name. And then we say full name is equal to fullname.split. This will split the string into an array based on what we decide to split on. The default is any spaces inside of the string, but you can specify here like a dash if you wanted to split on a dash. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to have split with nothing in it. And since we're splitting it by entering their first and last name only, it turns it into this array right here of first and last name. And then we get the corresponding value. So first name is the first index of the array and last name is the second index of the array. And then we'll go ahead and print it with an F string having an F before our quotation marks. And inside our quotation marks having the curly braces around our variable names in order to print them correctly. So we'll go ahead and run this. And we'll say our full name is ZecTech. And you can see it says hello ZecTech, as it got my first and last name here. We can also use while loops or even for loops to continuously get input from a user. So we can do this forever or until a specific condition is met. So for example, we have while true here, and we're saying number is equal to input of enter a number. And we'll go ahead and run this, and it's asking for a number. So we'll go ahead and put 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's not stopping. It just keeps going. We can exit this by pressing Ctrl-C or Command-C on a Mac to keyboard interrupt and stop the program. And in this case, we can say instead of enter a number, we'll say guess a number. And we'll have the user continuously enter a number in until they get the right number. So here we can add some logic like if num is equal to, let's say 2, then we will break out of this loop. We will also add a print statement for you guess the number. And then we'll also say else, as if the person didn't get it right. We will print out wrong number, guess again. And then we do need to cast this as an integer. So we'll wrap this input in parentheses and add int in the front. So this way we can do this check correctly. So we'll go ahead and run this. And we enter a number, let's say 3. Wrong number, guess again. Okay, I'll try again. Got 67, wasn't right. But if we happen to guess the lucky number of 2, you guess the number and the program ended. Super cool. And that's pretty much it for getting user input in Python. You can see that it's pretty straightforward and it's really easy to get input from the user. If you found this video helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.